There it is. Okay. Okay, that was odd. Not for sure what happened right there. But here we go. Or at least it seems like we should be going. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. There we go. I think we should be. I think we should be all set here. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's good, party people in the place to be? How y'all this morning? What's good, y'all? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. It's the number one chief rockin' Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. What's good, y'all? There we go. All right. That should be the cue. And maybe not. Yeah, man. Just trying to figure it out. AJ Bula is in the building. Bula is in the building. What's good? Just want to check it out real quick, see what it looked like. Yeah, it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. I'm going to put this back here up on the screen. Let that rock. Have that show up there with us. AJ Bueller in the building. Edward Walker's in the building. What's good, y'all? YouTube disconnected me for some reason. I had a hard time connecting back. But it is what it is. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Just for the record, rocking with the Queen Bee. In a few moments at 12 o'clock, the Queen Bee and myself will be doing the neighborhood show in a few moments at around 12 o'clock. And so we'll be touching on a few topics. That's going to be fun. It's always fun hanging out with the Queen Bee. Always fun hanging out with the Queen Bee. All right. All right. Here we go. All right, it's your main man, Uncle Freezie. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Okay, here we go. Our Knicks looked impressive last night against the Indiana Pacers. Basically a skeleton crew. I was going to put up the box score and all of that stuff and go over it. But the most impressive thing that I saw last night was our reserves, our skeleton crew was not intimidated by another NBA team, despite the fact that we didn't have our big guns going. Andrew Collier is in the building. What's good? I see you. Right, few things happened last night I was glad to see. Glad to see Quentin Grimes be assertive last night. Glad to see Emmanuel Quickly be assertive last night. Okay. Glad to see Obi Toppin assertive last night. Jay Singh is in the building. What's good, boss? We got to see a lot of things last night. I was glad to see all of them. Got to see Mitchell Robinson, who impressed me a lot last night, get into beast mode last night, kind of. King Ribby, what's good, boss? Mitchell Robinson balled out last night. Glad to see Mitch. I think Mitch had a bunch of rebounds last night. That was really impressive. Mitch had a ton of rebounds last night. I want to pull up the thing anyway. I want to pull up the box score anyway. And just throw it up here on the screen real quick. If I can get this, if I can get systems to cooperate. Let's see if we can get it to show up here. Too many browsers showing up. I want to put the box score up. Let me see if I have it. I think I have the box score anyway. I think I have. I think I have it. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. And maybe I won't. It was a nice idea. Yeah, it was a nice idea, but whatever. Let me see. Maybe I can go to the game hangout part. Maybe I can do that. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'll go back to that. Yeah, Andrew Collins said, yeah, Mitch did have 7 blocks last night. That was impressive, but I think he had 15 rebounds? I think Mitch had 15 rebounds. That's a lot. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm going to see if I can find it and put it up here. Maybe I should have thought this out a little bit better. I didn't think about it, but whatever. We're here. Quickly though, just real quick, how do you guys feel about the comments Mark Cuban made about Jalen Brunson and his family? When I heard those comments, the first thing that came to my mind is, shouldn't certain things be off limits? Shouldn't private text messages be off limits? At what point does the commissioner have to start talking to the owner about behavior? because I think yesterday that stuff was out of bounds. What he said about Jalen Brunson, and I don't know if the Knicks can say anything about it, but I know they should. I think they should say something about Mark Cuban because those comments were way out of bounds and unprofessional. There we go. Anybody thinking those comments were unprofessional from Mark Cuban last night? What he said about Jalen Brunson? I think it was, not only do I think it was weird, I think it was weird, but at the same time, I think it was way over the top. I think those comments were probably way over the top. Yeah, man. Wilson, he said, first of all, when Luka said he missed Jalen Brunson the day before, I think it caught everyone off guard, even Knicks fans. I think even Knicks fans were caught off guard by it. Yeah, it ain't gone. It caught Knicks fans off guard. Luka said, the reporter asked, do you miss Jalen Brunson? Luka immediately looked at the camera and said, a lot. Right? As soon as he said that, I knew there was going to be backlash as soon as somebody from their organization could get to a microphone. DSJ in the building. Tom from Huntington is in the building. The mere fact that Mark Cuban said he never gave us a chance to respond. He never gave us a chance to match the offer. And then whipped out his phone in a weird attempt to show text messages of the exchange between he and Jalen Brunson's agent, and he and Jalen Brunson. And then he went into a weird psychosis of hating on Jalen Brunson's parents, saying Jalen Brunson's parents were the reason why he left Dallas. Right? It was weird, man. And the thing about it, and the thing about this whole weird twist of fate is adults make family decisions all the time. Chat, y'all probably made some type of family decision today. And Nice says, hey, Unc, how those ham sandwiches looking? I'm not for sure what you're talking about, Nice. What do you mean, how those ham sandwiches looking? Which ham sandwiches? Nice says, how those ham sandwiches looking? Which ham sandwiches? JJP is in the building. What's good, Chef? I was going to pull up the box score and go over some box score for that, but I'm sure y'all already did that already. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there were like a thousand YouTube shows on going over box scores and all that stuff, and that's kind of the reason why I stay away from it a little bit. I understand that there are some that go through the box scores and all that stuff. That's not really my thing. Even when I tried it just now, I guess Destiny was like, nah, that ain't for you, boss. Stick to other stuff. Stay in your lane, Uncle Freezie. I will stay in my lane. DSJ says Mark Cuban was wrong for continuing a narrative based on the outcome of his franchise's decision to allow Brunson to leave in free agency. If the Mavs were winning, would he say anything? No. No. And DSJ, the reason Mets was good, boss. The reason why I even bring it up is because the Mavericks are in that catch-22 where their team sucks. They're going to be in the lottery, and then they may not even get the pick for a bad season, and then guess who has that pick for a bad season? Guess who has the pick for that bad season that they created on their own? Edward Walker says, hey, man, Cuban, y'all messed up, and I'm paraphrasing. Mavs, y'all blew it. Y'all blew the deal with Brunson. Just man up and move on. And I agree. But they won't. Ed Wing says, I'm ready for the playoffs, bruh. I'm ready for the playoffs also. I am ready for the playoffs. Still Knicks fans are in the building. Still Knicks fans says, what's good, Knicks family? Salute to the chat. Salute to Uncle Freezie. Maybe Ron wasn't tripping when he was talking about a certain young shooting guard being special. Begins with G and ends with rhymes. Yeah. I can't give you that one, though, Ron. I can't give you that one because you said he was special at the time. That's what I remember. What I remember is he was Klay Thompson draft day. Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says, I bet our bench with Grimes, our bench could take our starters 7 games in a series, LOL. Tibbs better not lose using this roster wrong. He bet not. Tibbs better not mess this thing up. He better not. And and the thing about how y'all feel. No, Paris Duggar, I got you. I know what you were saying. I know what you were saying. I got you. And one day when I figure out how to get the alerts and chats and stuff on the screen, I'm gonna put them on the screen. Yeah, the Quentin Grimes has been blossoming down the stretch. I'm really impressed. I really like him. I really like him. But what I want to do still even right now, I still want to relax on projecting what Quentin Grimes can be this year. What I'd like to do with Grimes and quickly is look at what they'll be next season, because I think next season is their real breakouts. I was wrong about quickly, right? I was thinking quickly was going to start on this path last year and then break out this year. Didn't happen that way. Grimes, I knew he was not ready from day one, and I still think he's next year is going to be the best version of him next season. Andrew College says Grimes drained 34 threes in his last 7 games. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's definitely looking a lot more confident out there. Definitely looking a lot more confident out there. And if this is the version of Grimes that we're going to get going forward, I think playoff teams are going to be in trouble, man. This season. I think playoff teams are going to be in trouble this season. And Williams says Utah liked Grimes also. Yeah, they sure did. It's too bad they didn't take the offer, because now they suck, and Grimes looks like he's ready to break out. It's too bad Danny Ainge took that. He didn't take the offer. Now Utah sucks. They're not going to get the draft picks that they thought they were going to get. Right? Now they have Colin Sexton and Lauri Markkanen instead of what they could have gotten. Who really won the Donovan Mitchell trade? Or non-trade? Who really won? Who really won? That's a question for you guys. Now that you see where Utah is, where Cleveland is, where the Knicks are, who do you think really won the Donovan Mitchell trade or non-trade? I like Donovan Mitchell. I'm not going to lie to you. I would still like to have him today. I would still like to have him today. But if you're thinking about who won that trade, and Fish says, don't forget, Lauri Markkanen was an all-star. I know. Did I say, yeah, don't forget, Lauri Markkanen was an all-star. Right? No, I didn't. I'm not forgetting that. I'm not forgetting that. Right? But man, Quentin Grimes is looking really good. And he's significantly younger than Lauri Markkanen. At least it seems that way. Knicks for Life is in the building. What's good, boss? I'm going to ask you guys. I'm thinking, in hindsight, I'm kind of glad the Knicks didn't pay all that stuff for Donovan Mitchell. Would I love to have had him? Yes. In hindsight, do you give up all those pieces that were rumored to be going to Utah for Donovan Mitchell? I'm not sure, man. And so how is that working out for Utah right now? How does Utah look? How does Cleveland look? Because if Cleveland gave up all that stuff and then lose to the Knicks in the first round of the playoffs, I think the Knicks won. If Cleveland gave up all that stuff for Donovan Mitchell and then face the Knicks in the first round of the playoffs and lose, I think the Knicks won. Now, do I say that as a diehard Knicks fan? Of course I do. Y'all know where I'm going. Y'all know I'm a Knicks fan. Y'all know the reason why I said that is because I'm a Knicks fan. Miguel P says, "What a difference a day makes." I don't know. I don't know. What I would say is what a difference information makes. When you get more information, you say smarter stuff. So you constantly dig for more information. And I would advise, like, to y'all, when people don't search for information, when somebody is like, "Yo, I told you Tibbs sucked," if they still on narratives like that, even though Tibbs could win 49 games with this team, yeah, just be careful, bro, because a lot of times in Knicks universe and in life, people just want to be right for the sake of being right, as opposed to being correct because the information is valid. You got to watch out for them. And Edward Walker says, we still have our core and draft picks, and we may be better than Cleveland, but you can't make that assumption. All you can really go by is what happens starting April 14th, the week of April 14th, or the week of April 15th, whatever. Right? I can't believe I started this late. I started this late, and then I got a joint coming up with the Queen Bee in like a few minutes. Man, I've been grinding. I did a joint in the middle of the night, and then yo, it's crazy, man. I gotta get my life together. AJ says, I bet you we beat the Cavs in 5. I'm confident. I don't know, though. The New York Knicks is in the building. Squad. What's good? And Ron from Still Knicks fan, man, make sure y'all check out Ron and check out Ron and John, man. Still Knicks fans, man. They put out a lot of stuff, man. Grind Kings in the building. They constantly putting out stuff. Make sure y'all check them out. Ron says, I think this year has been an eye-opener for all of us Knicks fans. There has been a lot of quick takes from the community when we all know this is a marathon, not a sprint. I agree with you, boss. I agree with you. Let me see something here. I just got this thing is going crazy, y'all. Oh, golly. Okay. Hey, y'all. Let me wrap this up real quick so I can get the neighborhood started with the queen bee. Right. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, and then I'm gonna get the neighborhood started with queen bee, and then